it comes to one-of-a-kind cake creations, one name stands out above the rest. We're talking about Buddy here. The fourth-generation baker is so popular, he has his own reality TV show. And recently, KSL TV News specialist Ashley Moser traveled to New Jersey. She was way out there to catch up with him, the famous chef here, known in his own kitchen, and to talk about something he says is even more important than baking. Check it out.
Take some coconut to go, guys. Come on.
His high-drama reality baking show.
The clock is ticking. I gotta get this cake done. I don't want to disappoint these kids.
Keeps you guessing until the very end.
I get everybody together. That only took 10 minutes.
Chef Buddy Valastro pulls off a miracle each episode, getting these one-of-a-kind creations to the table.
It was such a touching moment, and I was just happy to be there.
Thank you, kids. Happy Easter.
But there's one thing this fondant fanatic prides himself in even more than his recipes. That's his familia.
My great-grandfather was a bread baker. My grandfather was, and my father was, and I am, and hopefully my son will be, you know?
The traditions at his family's bakery are deep-rooted, but the recipes for these creations started 2 generations before in Italy.
My great-grandfathers came to America, they made a little bit of money, then they went back to Italy to start their own lives, and both my parents were born in Italy, but because their fathers were American, it was very easy for them to come over.
That's right, his grandfathers on both sides were born in New York City. They both returned to Italy to start families, but his mother's father made his way back to New York in the early 1900s, going off a street address to find a long-lost cousin.
And he rang the bell, and he had a picture of, like, his parents, and he said, you know, I'm your cousin from Italy. Can I stay here? And they took him in.
It was his grandfather's commute to work in New Jersey that inspires Buddy today.
And to save a couple pennies every day on the bus, he would walk instead of take the bus. And it was crazy because he couldn't read or write. So he would actually mark the telephone poles so that he could find his way home.
That work ethic is something Buddy still draws from. He says the way his team bakes in here helps him keep his family history alive.
It's really important, I mean, to carry the legacy of the brand and what my father, you know, left me and my family to carry on, to bring it to the generations of my kids, my nieces, my nephews, and keep it in the family is an amazing thing.
The bakery, more than 100 years old, is now more successful than ever, showing just how important the decisions his ancestors made really were.
I think it's important to show where we came from, never forgetting who helped us along the way.